Okay, this is super exciting. I'm here with Thermaltake. I'm here with Adam from Thermaltake. Adam heard I was coming to Sim Racing Expo, asked if I wanted to do some kind of showcase of the products. Because I don't know too much about Thermaltake yet, but I know they're a rated brand in other elements of PC hardware, and they're coming for sim racing cards. It's a sponsored showcase. We're going to go through and let you know what it is. So Adam, I don't know whether you want to start us with, let's say, the G6, which is what we got, but then we're obviously going to get to this, which is singing, dancing, but we've got the G6.
Yeah. So the G6 drive, you get the direct drive unit, the 13-inch wheel, and the pedal set.
Yeah.
That's available now in the UK.
So we're talking 6 Newton meters here.
6 Newton meter direct drive, yeah.
With a QR on the back. So we've got the QR, we've got magnetic shifters, and we've got the clutch paddles, and then we've got these 2 rows from the top. It's interesting, sometimes I see them here, sometimes here. So as long as they're in thumb reach, I'm generally okay. And then we've got the ABXY, we've got a D-pad here, and then we've got its buttons. RBRT looks like Xbox. Okay, great.
But these are just for PC.
Yeah, but we've got, if you're racing Microsoft games or whatever, you've got the actual thing that's going to line up. Okay, and then we've got the pedals as well, which we've got Hall sensors. Okay, so take these off. Have a look at these, Sam. So 3 pedal set, got the wide plates, and then we've got this Hall sensor, I guess tool-free change of the spring.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we see this kind of material a lot in the industry as brands moving to it because it's sturdy, it's strong, it's not going to flex.
We're bringing out a new set as well, which includes the damper that goes on the pedal. Yeah. And we're going to be selling this as an additional accessory as well. So
like an upgrade.
Yeah, very easy to go in, push, click, done.
Right.
5 seconds.
I know what you're going to say in the comments. What about load cells? There are load cells in the range, and we'll get to those. But this is like the end. This is the entry.
This is our first step into the sim racing product. Yeah.
So let's ask like a question here, because a lot of brands coming in sim racing, they're starting at like 3.2, but Thermaltake comes in at 6.
We've come straight in at 6.
Yeah.
We don't want to. We're not putting ourselves in the bottom of the market. We are just over the mid-range. We're competing with the other boys, not the 5 Newton meter. We're going in with a 6.
Okay.
So we're going in hard and we're going in strong.
So that's what we like to hear. No messing about. Okay. So we'll have a look at this a little bit closer. I like the logo as well. Okay. Button or?
Yeah, button, yeah.
Okay. Start, stop engine.
You'll find that all out on your review sample.
Yeah. I'm always pressing stuff, that's the thing. Okay, sorry mate. So what we're going to go on to next, again, I want to save this. I see there's a G20, so maybe what would you recommend next in the range that we look at?
Okay, there we go. We start doing the rest of the wheels, we will. So, this is the 13-inch D wheel with suede. This one will be released in 2026, January, just after CES. So we're showing it off now. So we've done the D-shaped bottom, still the same button layout as the G6 wheel, just an additional suede with the flat bottom.
So you got suede and you got this leather or what?
Leather, yeah.
Yeah, okay, fine. Okay, interesting. Interesting to see for you which one sell better.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, with being the flat bottom as well, giving you more room. Then further on for 2026, we've got
again same everything here the same.
Sort of layout, the F100, which is a 13-inch standard racing wheel. Again, we've gone with the leather on that.
Yeah. This is I would say actually quite an unusual form factor. I don't see a lot of brands go for this. It's got, if I can explain, we know GT wheels, you have this really nice material. This has it everywhere, and we've seen some wheels.
They only have it in the key point.
Exactly, yeah.
We've gone all the way around.
What's the reason for that?
Premium feel.
Yeah, it's interesting.
With it, it's not just
gangster.
That's it.
What, private gangster?
Ride it back low. We're not there just to keep you comfort in one position. Yeah. Some people like driving top and bottom. Yeah. So why not give you comfort all the way around?
I think that's very interesting. I'm starting to learn a few things, like coming in at 6 Newton meters and not messing around here, because this wheel aesthetically, I think, would look very different if you didn't have this grip going around it. So,
but it's as well. You can lean it back and arm on there, and it's
with the shifter.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Okay, and then we've got a fully round suede.
It's the 13 inch. This is the GTR 100.
Yeah.
And this is the leather and suede option. So it's same as the G6 package there, but we're doing the suede version with the brushed aluminium plate.
So let's take a step back. We've got dished suede and leather. We've got round suede and leather. We've got Formula GT in this, I would say, unusual form factor.
Yeah.
So we're kind of covered for those ones. And then can we get to this? Because I think everyone's coming around and having a look at this. So
excuse me, sir. Excuse me. So this is our XRW G1 GT. This is a collaboration with Cube Control and an Italian design company. This is connected to a 20 Newton meter direct drive wheelbase. This has got a 5-inch touchscreen IPS panel, fully customizable. We're just running a demo software on there today, but you can do your wheels settings and your game settings all through there.
Let's get into this, because this is a pretty insane wheel. So we've got obviously that motorsport design with the ridging. That I think
great place for your DRS button.
Yeah. In here we've got the funky switches now. We've got ABS and TC, I presume. Sam, if you can get around the top, because we love our shifters. Some very intricately designed shifters here, from what I can see. Lots of adjustability as well on the clutch paddles, on the shifters.
You can have a short throw or a longer throw.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of thought gone into that. We've got something on the back as well. I haven't sometimes seen buttons on the back, but I haven't seen switches on the back. How do you anticipate them being used? You're going to switch through menus or something?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got switches on the back. Interesting. Then we've got the rotaries here again.
Yeah.
I can see like similar by the thumb. You might come around again, Sam, so we have a look at this. And then we've got our position of 3, and then a little gap here as well, like again, not just having it filled out, having it and forged carbon finish, and very generous again with the grip.
Again,
all the way down
very
there.
soft grip.
Yeah.
But very rigid to the feel, no twist.
That is a very interesting grip. It's become a bit of an in thing on our channel now, but I'm obsessed about grips everywhere. So these molded.
You can feel a nice, good racing. It's firm, it's solid.
When I hold a wheel like this, I'm thinking, can I do a 1.5 hour stint?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, am I going to be sat here like until the, I'm fuel saving at the end?
You get that positioning right with your seat, your pedals. That wheel will go that race you for a couple of hours, no issue.
So this is, and we need to get onto pedals. So there's way more here to cover than I even thought. We've got a 20 Newton meter, so we know that 20, 25, like this is where the brands are like coming in. So we're there. We've got this Formula wheel here. Presumably the quick release is compatible, I'm guessing.
Yeah, you get an adapter that comes with the wheel to connect to our drive base. Then you can take the adapter off and it can be connected to others.
Okay, and then we need to match it with pedals, right? So I see 2 sets of pedals here that both of them look different anyway, and they look different to each other. So I don't know what's going on here. So what's
the XRP L1 is a load cell pedal set. Yeah, this is a collaboration with Cube Control.
Let's have a look at the load cell here. Wow, very short spring on it, and then the elastometer. I won't be able to compress it, but yeah.
And these come with a additional spring set, so you can change the spring.
And a preload, I think, as well. Okay. And obviously, the design speaks for itself, right?
Full carbon fiber pedal.
Yeah, a little bit of adjustability there as well. Any rough idea on pricing, or they look premium?
No pricing on that one yet, no. That would be more priced at CES 26.
Okay, but these again look like for that racing driver who wants like the best, basically. Okay.
You're gonna go, yeah.
I think this is what might be surprising people in this video, is that people might not have expected Thermaltake to come in here at quite these levels, maybe so soon. But
we're going higher.
Okay.
We're going all the way.
So let's talk about these pedals here as well. Maybe we can. So these look different, and I like it when I see different stuff. You can see I get excited, like that's a bit, because you know what it's like in the industry at the moment, like a lot of things are kind of looking similar. So we got, talk us through
So
it.
this is a TP1. This is a total design from Thermaltake from the ground up. We've gone with the real nice box section, strong aluminium, brushed edges, and full load cell on the back. Really good, strong design, no flex in the pedals. Easy to change the pedal heads. And this is a 12-bit analog input.
Okay. Some more steps, basically.
More steps, yeah.
And the load cell, do we know how much kg it's going to be? I presume about 100.
I think it's 150. I
Okay.
think, off the top of my head.
Yeah. And so, we've got these unusual face plates, heel plates, whatever you want to call them, with the ridging. I mean, and also the metallic nature here. I'm seeing, I would say, a little bit of like flourishes from Thermaltake that again I wasn't expecting.
It's just a nice style. We carried on with the edges throughout it as well. We're doing a full carbon fiber heel plate for it.
So again, I think it's fair to say probably that if you're sim racing, you're looking for that little bit of like design in your products, right? That you want to look at your rig also sometimes. That's what you think.
Everybody's individual. Everyone wants that nicer touch of class. And okay, your feet are on top of it, but when you're getting in, you can have a look, and they will perform amazingly as well.
You know, that's something that's different to real racing. In real racing, in a Formula car, you can't see the pedals. But in sim racing, you can.
You know they're there.
Yeah, so you have to, so it makes sense to do it. And just, I guess finally, because it's been such an amazing run through. Okay.
Awesome. Does it come with a base plate as well?
Yes.
That's always nice to have.
Yeah.
It actually fits onto like extra.
Yeah. It comes as that, yeah.
Just a final thing, Adam, because it's been quite interesting to see all the different design philosophy and where it's going. At Thermaltake, why sim racing? Where does the desire come from to do sim racing?
We've always been case power and cooling, peripherals, desks and chairs. And we came out with the GR500 and our own motion system.
Yeah.
And we started with a three DOF, and we've come into the market, and we want to say we're here.
Yeah.
We're not bottom end.
Yeah.
We're in the middle, but we're going to go top end, and we're
have
going
a
to
look at some of these rigs?
We're going to show you how it's done.
There's rigged as well. Wow. Okay. So, what here is Thermaltake?
This is the GR500. This is out in the wild in the market now, and this has got the 3DOF motion system on there.
And you've got the G6 running on it. So
Yeah, that's the G6 version on that one.
nice. I like the way that's been set up. Not too aggressive, I think, with the motion.
Now that motion's only on around 25% at the moment.
Yeah. An interesting style again with like almost the steps.
Yeah. We do a complete cover plate as well, where you can cover the plate, the floor in.
And is that a different rig over there?
That is the GF500 for flight.
Okay. So we're also hitting flight hard as well. Great. And this one here, I see a lot of Thermaltake branding on that.
This is our cream of the crop. This is our new smaller 6DOF.
6DOF, 6 degrees on that one.
Coming in at amazing platform, amazing compact size, and fantastic pricing on it.
Let's have a look at it because it looks insane. Wow, okay. So what is going on here?
So we've got the full 6DOF
Yeah.
motion system. This comes pre-assembled,
Delivered to you?
delivered to you in the box, seat attached, seat belt, everything pre-assembled.
So who's the target customer for this? Is it sim centers? Is it individuals?
Sim centres, individuals, big large game stations.
And you've got the G20 on here because
This is the G20, so we're going all top end on there, yeah.
and you can see there's a big queue here, which is always a great sign at an expo, right?
So this is our first time with this one out. Our larger footprint one was at Gamescom. So this is the new smaller footprint, and it's first time here today.
So when we talk pre-assembled, it's basically designed for minimal fuss for the end user.
Minimal
right?
fuss. The only thing you have to put on is your emergency stop, or your shift or your handbrake.
Yeah.
Can either go left or right. But you're on a single arm for your
single arm
pedal.
decision.
Yeah,
And
no
stable,
flex.
no flex. Again, that's for the ease of use to get in and out.
So all you have to do then is attach your wheelbase pedals, your shifter if you're using the shifter or handbrake, and away you go. This is the full immersive experience.
This is a very a very dangerous use of words, as good as it gets, but this is pretty good.
This is good at 6 DOF and 15,000 USD.
Yeah.
It's hitting it hard and hitting in the right place.
15,000 is going to sound like a lot, but for a sim center or for all this kind of stuff, I guess. So.
You'll see now the ladies are getting the next person in. We have a QR code system which allows you to drive for 5 minutes. Scan the QR code, email address in, what track you want to choose, what car. We have 4 liveried cars on a fully liveried Thermaltake track.
Yeah.
They choose it, they jump in, up he goes.
Oh, so you pre-book your car and track?
Yeah. He's ready to rock and roll, and we'll see how good he drives.
Let's have a look, Sam, at this gentleman here. He hasn't gone for the seatbelt, so he's feeling confident.
These are seatbelts on.
Yeah. So with that 6 DOF, what does that extra, going from 5 to 6, what does it really give you?
The full every motion. You've got the pitch, lean, or sway. You've got the lot.
Yeah.
As well with our wheels, we have the Thermaltake race control software, where you can turn your force right up or how you want to. But with a 20 Newton meter wheel, it's not recommended rallying with 100%.
And it's the software side for Thermaltake. I'm not that familiar, but I imagine with all of the, all the PC side, there's
The PC side for the control for the wheels, that's our own proprietary, and we're using sim tools for the motion. It's one thing with ours as well. When you buy the motion system, usually you've got to go and buy your sim tools license, and our license comes with the product.
Okay.
Scan it, it activates.
Again, just so it's easy for the end user.
Easier for the end user.
So it literally comes in the crates.
Take out. That's it. Put the belts in, put your wheels on, put your pedals on, connect it up to your PC. We do a full range of Thermaltake systems as well to do this, and away you go.
Well, hopefully you're going to see more of these in the future, because whenever I go to a sim center and you have the rigs, normal rigs, that's great. But then you see one of these and you're like, oh, I quite fancy getting in that, just having a good experience. And it's like, we've all driven Brands Hatch in a Lamborghini, plenty of times. But doing it in something like this is almost like rediscovering sim racing. So
We're going to have to get you on there, we are.
at a later stage. But yeah, thank you so much, Adam, for the run through. I really appreciate it. It's great to understand a bit more of the philosophy and the purpose and the decisions being made and where Thermaltake is going in sim racing. So let us know what you think in the comments.